How to reduce taxes on your injury settlement. Have you ever wondered how to lessen the tax burden on your personal injury settlement? Understanding the taxability of settlements is essential for maximizing your compensation. Let's break down the key points to help you navigate this important issue. First, it is crucial to know that not all parts of your settlement are taxable. Generally, compensation for physical injuries or physical sickness, including medical expenses, pain and suffering, and lost wages related to the injury, is not taxable under federal tax law. However, punitive damages, interest on the settlement, or compensation for emotional distress that is not related to a physical injury may be taxable. One effective strategy to minimize your tax liability is to work closely with your personal injury attorney. Together, you can clearly allocate damages in the settlement agreement. Specify which amounts are for non-taxable damages, like medical expenses and pain and suffering, and which might be taxable. Proper documentation is key, as it helps ensure that the tax-free components are recognized as such if the Internal Revenue Service reviews your case. Another option to consider is structuring your settlement payments. Instead of receiving a lump sum payment, negotiate for a structured settlement that pays out over time. This method can spread out any taxable income across multiple years, potentially lowering your overall tax burden in any single year. It is also wise to consult a tax professional who is familiar with personal injury settlements. They can help you interpret the Internal Revenue Service rules, identify applicable deductions or credits, and advise on how to structure your settlement for the best tax outcomes. Coordinating between your attorney and tax professional is essential for effectively managing your settlement. Maintaining detailed records is another important step. Keep thorough documentation of your injury, medical expenses, settlement breakdown, and related correspondence. These records support your claims for non-taxable damages and can be critical if the Internal Revenue Service questions your tax filings. Remember, emotional distress damages are tax-free only if they originate from a physical injury. Otherwise, they may be considered taxable income. Additionally, reimbursement for medical expenses is generally not taxable unless you previously deducted those expenses on your tax return. This could trigger partial taxation under Internal Revenue Service double-dipping rules. Lastly, be aware that punitive damages and interest earned on settlement amounts are taxable. Planning for these components is essential to avoid surprises when tax season arrives. By understanding these distinctions and working closely with legal and tax professionals, you can effectively reduce or avoid taxes on the non-taxable portions of your personal injury settlement.